SIG 23, 8 December 2020. El Elyon. Stimulus now likely too little too late. Economist Mohamed El Elyon warned that any government stimulus spending coming out of Congress this late in the year is likely to have little impact on economic recovery. El Elyon warned, or rather tweeted, with the COVID wave hitting the U.S., whatever emerges from the stimulus negotiation is likely to have a flavor of too little too late in size and composition. Observers note, El Elyon warned of a W-shaped recovery early this year. Failure by Congress to pass another stimulus and relief bill will have an impact on economic and financial conditions next year as a growing number of firms warn of contraction or a possible recession. U.S. leaders and the Vatican team up for inclusive capitalism. Pope Francis is teaming up with U.S. business leaders under the Council for Inclusive Capitalism with the Vatican to tackle reforms to the Western capitalist system. The project, which includes 27 business leaders called Guardians for Inclusive Capitalism, will focus on building, quote, an economic system that is fair, trustworthy, and capable of addressing the most profound challenges facing humanity and our planet, end quote. According to a statement from Pope Francis, the team includes chief executives from Bank of America, MasterCard, and Salesforce, among other U.S. corporations. Observers note, woke capitalism will be a centerpiece of the Biden administration. Back in 2014, billionaire investor Nick Hanauer warned his audience in a TED Talk that the, quote, pitchforks are coming, end quote, for the wealthy unless they adopt some form of wealth redistribution. More recently, Bridgewater's Ray Dalio warned of a coming conflict between capitalists and socialists due to income and wealth inequality. Woke capital appears to be the preferred solution to slow down or avoid a revolutionary environment where the wealthy are targeted through expropriation or violence. Low-intensity conflict in some. Leftist group recommends blending in to gain tactical advantage. Far-left chat room participants preparing for upcoming demonstrations discussed how to blend into certain areas and populations to gain a tactical advantage. One contributor suggested that anti-fascists adopt a quote-unquote Karen block appearance in order to blend in with joggers and dog walkers in a popular city park. Observers note, an increased focus on operations security will allow activists and proto-insurgents to conduct clandestine surveillance and better evade arrest. They have previously reported on a guide that encouraged activists to impersonate city and utility workers in order to post propaganda. They've noted that this tactic would allow leftists to target banks, law enforcement buildings, and surveillance system hubs. Of note, various leftist chat rooms have also shared information on how to construct time-delayed incendiary devices and how to defeat control surveillance systems, which could become actions pursued in conjunction with increased OPSEC practices. Leftists provide tactical maps ahead of Olympia disruption. In preparation for disruption planned for Olympia, Washington this weekend, a leftist intelligence support group has prepared a tactical map for Olympia Capitol protesters. The map marks the location of law enforcement as commonly seen on maps of Seattle and Portland. The creators of the map also provided recommendations on staging areas to avoid, escape routes, and potential areas of safe haven. Observers note, initial area maps they discovered provided the simple location of law enforcement installations and dead-end roads. These most recent maps are now providing raw information as well as tactical intelligence recommendations for those on the ground. This requires a more in-depth understanding of the operating area, the population, and the local government. This map indicates that the intelligence support capabilities of the far left are continuing to develop. Alt-right chat room members call for establishing an alternate economy. Alt-right chat room participants denounced requirements to receive any potential coronavirus vaccine and discussed how to prepare for the societal consequences of objecting. Some participants declared that if they are excluded from the economy or restricted from traveling commercially as a result of refusing the vaccine, then they would build an alternate economy, observers note. A major component of the alt-right platform is the rejection of the modern economy and metropolitan society. They consistently urge people to leave the cities for a rural life of labor and self-sufficiency. These efforts are meant to ensure their survival, but also seek to undermine the legitimacy of the government. The upcoming event calendar. 8 December. That's today. Melt Ice, Antifa, Portland, Oregon. Sure, this is going to be a raucous time in Portland tonight. 8 through 10 December. Avenge Michael Rhino from American Al-Qaeda RAM / Antifa, New York. However, this is nationwide. 11 through 12 December, Defend DC, All Out DC, Washington, D.C. Again, a lot of D.C. It's December the 8th. I haven't kept up on what the weather conditions are like in D.C., but I might want to consider not being all out. 12 December, All Out, once again, against wow, really? All right. All Out against America / Goodbye Fascism. Antifa, Olympia, Washington. All Out against America. All right. Well, there's at least one party that favors you. 12 December, Run the Fascists Out. BLM, Atlanta, Georgia. 12 December, March for Trump, Washington, D.C. This is just getting, I don't know. I thought it was getting nuts before, but All Out against America? All right. 623 out.